Wake up, sleepyhead. The wildest city's coming right up.
So first things first, we've got over here Ananta, which is right now one of those games that's gonna get people talking. It was originally known as Project Mugen, but NetEase rebranded it just a few days ago, and it's shaping up to be a wild mix of open world action RPG goodness. So this game drops you into this electrifying city called Nova, where you take on the role of a superpowered detective. What's cool is that you're gonna be grappling around like Spider-Man while battling chaos alongside humans, and it's got this crazy blend of urban legends coming to life and vehicles cruising the streets. Well, a lot of people are comparing this one to Genshin Impact with a bit of Grand Theft Auto sprinkled in for good measure.
I call you forth, the fourth breath I grant you, to live in this world which spirals against time.
Moving on to number 2, we have Light of Motiram. This one's looking like a pretty epic free-to-play, and what actually makes it stand out is the story. Basically, you're dropped into this massive post-apocalyptic world that's overrun with these wild creatures called mechanimals. These are part machine, part animal hybrids. You're gonna be taming them, fighting alongside them, and using their abilities to survive. This game actually got a co-op mode where you can team up with up to 10 friends, and overall feels like a mashup of survival exploration and a bit of creature collecting. Plus, it's got crossplay and a lot of Horizon vibes.
I knew someday I would return.
At number 3, Total Chaos is set to hit in 2025, and it's got a pretty unique survival horror vibe. Imagine being stranded on a desolate island. A place used to be home to coal miners, now it's abandoned and something really dark is lurking around. This game is built using the second Doom engine, which is crazy because it looks way better than you expect from that technology. Not just that, you're definitely gonna feel the pressure as resources are super scarce and the monsters will wreck you if you're not careful. It's a unique mix of exploration, horror, and survival in a setting that feels deeply dark.
Yeah, them. If I don't tread lightly, this place will become my prison.
Тихо.
Не болтать! Первое отделение внутрь, а лестница...
Слышал о вашей неудаче. Слышал.
Moving on to number 4, we have War of the Worlds Siberia. Well, this one's interesting. It's a mix of survival, action, and puzzles set in Russia during the late 1800s, but with Martian invaders straight out of H.G. Wells' classic story. It's based off a book. You're this young student trying to escape a ruined city, fighting with whatever you can get your hands on, from sabers to makeshift bombs. There's a cool upgrade system for your character, and it's all wrapped in this tense, eerie atmosphere. Definitely a unique take on the alien invasion genre.
Я убил его.
Вниз!
Стой, тварь! Это же предательство! Оно самое, юноша. Оно самое.
Kingmakers looks like it's gonna be wild when it drops early next year. Picture this. You're leading massive medieval armies into battle, but with a twist. You're packing modern firepower. It's got swords and shields, but you'll also be blasting through with machine guns and who knows what else. It's like history meets chaos, plus if you love strategy games with a side of action-packed combat, this could be a game changer for you.
If he's not on the throne, it's over. Forever.
What the hell happened to these people?
At number 6, Deepest Fear is a science fiction horror game set in this decaying underwater facility. Picture this, you're deep below the ocean, trapped in a crumbling base surrounded by water. It's actually inspired by 80s horror movies like The Abyss and a little bit like The Thing, blending immersive survival mechanics with Metroidvania style exploration. You're gonna be solving puzzles and fighting for survival while unraveling a mystery. Deepest Fear is set to launch on PCs only in 2025, though no exact release date has been confirmed yet.
More survivors.
Nothing's changed. We stick to the plan.
Place is falling apart. Water's flooding in. Oh my god.
Shoot it! Stay away from the water. They come from the water.
The execution is tomorrow. It came as a shock to me, of course. But strangely, I wasn't sad.
That being said, if you've been a fan of the Bleach anime or manga, this is gonna be right up your alley. Rebirth of Souls Bleach is a action-oriented fighting game, and the cool part is that the more desperate things get in this game, the stronger the character you choose becomes, unlocking new abilities and forms that give you an edge in combat. It's kind of like the more you're backed into a corner, the more you can turn the tide, which feels pretty true to the Bleach vibes, right? It's also got a nice blend of nostalgic moments for longtime fans, so whether you're just a casual Bleach fan or really into the deep lore, it sounds like this one's gonna deliver some pretty epic moments.
Except myself!
I'm definitely gonna save you, Rukia.
But who in the world is he?
Beware, Soifone.
Yoruichi! Why? Why?
I think that at least now I know what I won't allow to happen.
Who gave you that task?
Stop all this yapping already.
So, are you ready?
If miracles only happen once.
Why do you insist so fervently on trying to save Rukia?
That's because what Rukia did changed him. It changed Ichigo's whole world.
Darkwater, that being said, is a co-op horror game where you and up to 3 other players or friends navigate this submarine trapped beneath the icy surface of this alien planet. The goal is to survive by battling both enemy vessels and monstrous creatures while scavenging for resources. So you're going to be needing to manage your crew and adapt to underwater dangers as well. It's got a very claustrophobic vibe and seems perfect for fans of survival and strategy gameplay, and intense submarine combat with procedural generation to keep things fresh. This game's set for early access on PCs in 2025.
It's in Eriksholm it will happen. And it all begins with her.
Well, on the other hand, Eriksholm, The Stolen Dream is a stealth strategy classic that's set in a city inspired by early 1900s Nordic villages. In the game, you'll follow the story of 3 different characters, all with different abilities, unique skills as they navigate Eriksholm. Each character has their own weapons and abilities, so you're going to be needing to strategize and avoid direct confrontations as much as possible. The gameplay focuses heavily on stealth, puzzle solving, and tactical decisions, so you can expect some deep story mixed with the exploration.
You want passage, huh? I'm not keeping these for you anymore. You'll take them with you this time.
I won't get past this gent without a dart.
Hey, Gilbert! What's keeping you?
He's not here.
She's brave, but she doesn't know what she set in motion. Find her.
I'm all he's got, Alva. He's all I've got.
Before he does.
So many lost. So much effort in vain. All we had built, gone.
SpaceCraft is being developed by Shiro Games, known for games like Dune, Space Wars, and Northgard. Well, this time, these developers are going big with a multiplayer-focused space adventure. Imagine building your own base either on a planet or in space while you navigate an economy that constantly evolves. You will be taking part in interstellar missions and working with factions to survive in this new galaxy after escaping a devastating war back home. The whole concept feels like a fresh mix of management, crafting, and space exploration.
Every foundation laid, every spark ignited, every connection made, built something new. Our journey led us to these stars, and from the fragments of the past, we will forge a better, brighter tomorrow.
Driveloop here sounds like it's gonna be a wild ride as well when it drops in the second quarter of 2025. Imagine a rather chaotic mashup of Mad Max and Vampire Survivors, but with way more drifting and car combats. This game's set in post-apocalyptic versions in cities like Paris and Berlin, where you're gonna be dodging, ramming, and blasting through waves of steampunk-inspired enemies. You can upgrade your car with weapons and recruit crew members to help you out as well, plus there are massive boss battles to really test your driving and combat skills. number 12 is a super unique experience. This one's actually from the Kingmakers, the team behind Fury and Haven, and this time they're bringing us into the mountains with a survival climbing adventure. You're gonna be playing as a pro climber in the game, attempting to reach the peak of a mountain that's no one's dared to go before. You can choose your route, climb whatever you want, and use pythons, food, and supplies to survive along the way. It's got this realistic climbing sim vibe, so you're gonna be needing to manage your resources carefully while making tough calls along the way. It is definitely a game for fans of challenging adventures with a deeper narrative.
The life of a merchant should be easy.
And last but not least, Moonlighter 2 The Endless Vault is set to drop sometime in 2025, continuing the mix of dungeon crawling action and shop management from the first game. The cool twist this time is that it'll feature a fresh 3D art style. You're still diving into dungeons, grabbing loot and selling it in your shop, but there's a new mysterious dimension called Tresna that adds to the adventure. You'll also get to restore your village and shop while haggling prices like a plus. It's coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and more.
You seek wealth. A golden future for your friends. Does your ambition meet no end? Tell me, little merchant, how much can you take?